Well, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had a good weekend. I went out to the backyard, said, no, I think I'll go back inside because it was pretty warm and hardly a breeze in the sky. I mean, I know we had a little pop-up thunder shower there. I believe it was on Saturday, and that's the day we got up to 99 on Saturday and 97 on Sunday and 97 today. We have this little weak frontal system that's basically draped along the immediate coastline, basically more humid over the Gulf waters, obviously, and a little less humid north of it. But that is also all happening up in North Texas, and that's actually popping a few thunderstorms out there at this point in time. Let's see if anything rolled around our neighborhood today. There you see the activity. It generally popped up right after lunchtime. We saw a few little showers and a little lightning up here toward Palacios and the Edna area, but by and large, nothing is happening right now. It's all decreasing. Once the sun goes down, all of this sort of collapse, and you can see that we did have a little rain total that actually occurred up there toward Wharton and the El Campo area. Not much happening around Victoria, maybe a sprinkle there and couple sprinkles down on 77 South. Heat index, of course, is the important part where we all have to be very cautious. 105 is the number that we start warning you about, and we're going to be right at 105 all week long. You know the drill by now. I mean, you've survived this long during the summer. We just got to keep it going for another couple of weeks, because look at it this way. If we're at mid-August, then that means that September is not that far away, and then October can't be that far away. So, you know, you got to be optimistic and look for the bright side of this. All of a sudden, as we talked last week, we have a tropical storm in the Atlantic. It's very far away, but it's going to be the first storm that actually is a honest-to-goodness hurricane. This is Erin right about here, and you can see how it's become well organized, even though it's in a hostile atmosphere. In other words, there's a lot of dirt, dust in the atmosphere, and but it is getting going. It's already up to 60 miles an hour, and you can see how it is forecast to stay in a hostile environment. And then right about here, it sort of breaks out of all of that. So by the time we get to the coming weekend, it should be up to a Category 3 hurricane right here at this point in time. I mean, it's pretty far out. You can see how it's got a general drift to the north. So there's one computer model that says it's going to strengthen, then turn before Bermuda. So that would, of course, give the East Coast a break. But everybody on the other side of the Atlantic, or certainly on the Atlantic side, needs to be watching very carefully. Erin should continue on that path, pretty confident. However, you just don't know this with this stuff, you know, it could change on you. Out in the Pacific, we're still very active, and we have one hurricane here. This is Henriette, which actually, there's Honolulu, so this is north of Honolulu, which is rather odd, and that one's going up into the mid-Atlantic. So come back home and let's talk about what we've got to deal with, and you know what we got to deal with. The dog days of summer are usually the worst time of the year. Hardly a wind blowing, looking for lots of sun. 94 down along the coast, 96 in the inland areas. Without a breeze, it's hard to be out there, but just consider that it's just a garden variety. 20% chance will continue, and then slight increase in the moisture coming in by this weekend. Hopefully we'll see a little more of that developing. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. Love for you to scan that, put Crossroads Today on your phone,